I guess it does. So, you have a cookie recipe, and you have it converted into metric. And you've used the factor label method to convert it to metric. And if you had to cite a source, if you had to use a source in order to get that done, you cited it?
Yeah.
I knew I forgot something. I forgot to flip and cite it.
And none of that is new, right? And that was all in your instructions? Yes. If Madison, if you're already good at that and you already know how to do that, that's good. My freshmen are doing the same thing. Factor label problems. Because, has anybody ever told you why you need to know how to do that? The answer is stoichiometry.
What is that?
Stoichiometry. S-T-O-I-C-H. Stoichiometry. C-H-I-O-M-E-T-R-Y. I can spell it very easily with a keyboard or with a pen. Orally, while I'm trying not to be upset by people interrupting me, a little more difficult. Stoichiometry is a skill that you have to learn in chemistry in high school. Stoichiometry involves, if I have this many grams of this and this many grams of this and they react, what do I get out of it and how many grams of that? Or if I have this many moles of this and this many grams of this and I combine them, what do I get out and how much of it? So that involves chemical reactions, bonding, masses, molar masses, and math with labels. And if you have to try to learn all of that at the same time, it's really hard. But if you learn the factor label method ahead of time, it takes care of the math for you. Then the math should be fairly easy. It's a matter of not screwing up the math. It's not super hard. It's just keeping track of things and it'll be okay. So, most science teachers will split them. And the next thing that you need to do is factor label method. Your cookies we'll do when I get back. Most of you remember I said last time that I'll be gone next time, which is Wednesday. I'll be gone Wednesday. I'll be back Friday. I have to go to Chamberlain to the Systems Change Conference. I get to listen to Sam Shaw. He's one of the guys that works for the State Department of Education. He's in charge of the science and something else. Science and social studies, I think. But that doesn't sound right. Anyway. I think the first thing I need to do is evaluate your abilities as it pertains to factor label problems.
I think I did it right, but I could be wrong because I had Austin helping me, so.
Actually, I did find some stuff last night that I was doing wrong.
Oh my gosh, no.
So you're a big fan of geometry?
No?
Well, you're making angle cookies.
No, oh my gosh.
So, yes, the things that you did in order to convert teaspoons over to grams is factor label.
I just feel like I did it wrong. I just don't know.
So I should give you a simple evaluative tool and find out if you're doing it right or doing it wrong. And then if you're doing it wrong, we'll do some practice on it.
Yes.
And possibly have a chat on the whiteboard.
Yeah. I'm feeling it today, actually. Coach, what is her face? Not Frank. The other one. Yeah, that other one. She said that last time. It's 175. She said, I don't think what I
see if those ones stay.
Because I can't hear you.
Yep. Brandon, you're the same guy.
Yes. I had to literally defrost my. I was really upset. I was like, what is this?
My car's crappy, so if I defrost will kick in.
Austin, I just see Austin with like a little hole, like this thing, and he's driving to school. I just see that.
That's what I was this morning.
It's like this big hole.
Because my defrost doesn't work.
What a dog.
For the dog.
All right. You are about to get 3 problems. You need to do these 3 problems on your own. New assignment in Emoto. Refresh. Shh. You are required to do these on your own. You are required to spread out a little bit. And that means that Brittany and Austin and Jacob should probably move a little bit. Or just turn around and put your computer on the table behind you. And then we should do the same thing on this side, only we should take Lisa and Ronnie and get them to turn around.
I don't know how to do this. I give up.
Giving up is not an option.
Years to seconds.
Giving up is not an option. You have to do something. You have to try. You may not search. You may not copy off each other. Austin, flop your computer back there. Yep. 3 questions, should be multicolored. When you open the spreadsheet, you should see blue and yellow and green. Yes.
I'm still waiting for
There. I'm going to just throw your computer up there for a minute. And I think this should probably be a timed activity.
No, please, no. This is like let's just say it's not.
I'm totally doing this wrong and I don't even care.
You have to do something.
Well, I am doing
Hey,
something.
can we ask Siri for help?
'Cause- No.
Why?
I should probably do it for 1 year instead of trying to do it.
This needs to be a total piece of cake before we go to stoichiometry. And I need to know how much practice you need or don't need.
Why do you have days
It's helpful.
It says years, days.
Put something in there.
I really don't feel right.
Figure it out, put something in there.
Oh,
There's nothing asked for here that you shouldn't know.
Sure.
Yep. I gave this to my ninth graders. I ran it past 2 other teachers, and they said the same thing. Yeah, they should know all that.
if you ask for some more, I'm sorry, but you're probably
No, I didn't. I asked my 2 co-teachers. Physical science, my wife, and Heather Kellert, a math education PhD candidate from Ohio State University. Kellert. That's her last name.
No, I was thinking the same thing.
Helen Keller, I was like, what?
I really hate my life right now. What is this number? I don't even think that's like a legitimate number.
When we finish stoichiometry, I'll give you the same assignment. You remind me if I forget. And it'll take you, honest to God, it'll take you like 2.5 minutes. And you'll just whip it out and you'll say, oh, this is so easy.
Okay. Can you just help me?
No, not now.
Can you,
When you're done, get done. Nope. Nope.
This isn't fair.
It is fair.
What is this? I don't know.
Try.
Yeah, but I just typed in the
Use your brain. Come on, people. This is the part that you hate to do. Use your brain. Pull out everything you know. No searching. Pull out everything you know. Use all the logic you can. You can use a calculator. You have to do something. Just imagine that the life of somebody you really care about is on the line. And this has to happen or else.
Holy crap.
I have a question.
I may not answer. You try. Oh, yeah. There's 2 equal signs because.
I don't want to. Don't.
You have to do this like 4th grade. You have to get your answer in 2 steps instead of getting your answer all at one time. Just to show the math. Does that make sense, Lynn?
Nothing.
I don't know.
Nothing.
No, there's nothing that comes in between them.
17 and a half minutes.
Are we dying?
Are you serious?
I was thinking about cutting you off at 5.
I said it's 17
How have we
minutes.
been on this for 17 minutes?
Didn't you have that already by the time I turned this on? The video's been recording for when you told me to flip it.
I guess I was.
This is why this took 2 hours last night. Or even more. It was terrible.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
And I didn't get a single text to help you?
Huh? No, but time consuming.
I literally gave up. I
You
couldn't
know
even,
that.
I couldn't figure it out.
I don't remember how many feet are in a mile.
That's it, I'm trying to do now. It's like 5480 or something.
I thought it was a 2.
Try something.
Yeah, I suppose.
here says 23 minutes. But I don't remember for sure if we started right there, at the beginning of that. So I'm gonna give you 3 more minutes.
Oh my gosh. You're funny.
So we're done.
Oh, no.
Did you tell me there were ghosts in your building?
Was that me, you and Nikki that one day?
What?
Me and you, Ronnie, for homecoming?
I think it was that one day.
Have a awesome morning in there.
Is that what it says on my calendar?
Hmm?
If I look up that one day, it'll go right there.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I knew it.
All right, and at this point, you should begin submitting whatever it is that you have. And don't forget to save everything. Don't forget to save everything with your last name, first name, school, and then the name it already has. And you're starting to get enough stuff in your chemistry folder that you need to start subdividing your chemistry folder? Question mark?
Where did that go?
That's an awesome thing if you're on your. Organization is one of those things that's really hard to teach. Personal responsibility kind of thing. not turned in 0. How awesome is that?
Not awesome because it's not done.
Well,
How awesome you just look at my
in and not
comments.
done is better than the alternative.
Just take a look at my comment and go.
Not really enough to push the button more than once to make it come. Kind of wish it would have worked the first time.
I hate when you practice. Just ruined your thing.
Right?
Yeah. 34. She might know you then. 34. Did she do that a long time ago? No, she just said she was going to leave when she got married. She must be real.
Well, that's your phone that goes up.
I don't know what it is.
She said like starting the room is like. And she was telling me that she's never come to a party. Oh my god. That's just always
Straight face, too.
That's like saying I've never, ever drank. Or birdie.
Before?
Ever. What's that?
Who does that?
Remember Noah's Lodge?
Only bad people do that kind of
Yeah,
shit.
sure.
That wasn't me.
You know, I'm just like this little angel. Like, no one expects to do that. Just like.
No, they expect it from me. Yeah. Like my grandma even expects it. That's how bad it is.
Oh, we bought.
Clearly, that's not going to work. Yay. Still not ready.
What are you doing?
Trying to pop that up so you can see the thing.
This thing keeps swiveling and following me around the room, and I kind of like to have it. It is the volume. It's the microphone. Alright, now the back's not getting it.
You were like using everything possible.
That's as good as it's going to get.
You didn't need to make it so complicated though. You could have sat
Yeah,
like
I did. I started
You
smaller
could-
and I got up.
You could have grabbed one of those books right there.
I don't know.
That would have helped.
What was your given information in the blue problem, the first one?
I don't like it.
Years.
16 over 1.
16.
One.
And notice that your cells are already pre-formatted for you? Did you figure that out?
Say.
And I gave you days. Why did I give you days?
Because
You're at 65 days.
Are we making years bigger or smaller?
Small.
What's the next thing smaller than a year?
165 days. A month.
A month is the next thing smaller
Ah,
than a year.
dang it. Are you for real?
How many days are there in a month?
30, sometimes
But that
31.
depends because it's
Yeah, so you can't do that.
it's January, February, March, April, that thing.
30 days has September, April, June, and November.
No. January,
The
February,
rest of them don't.
April, May. So you can't do that. It's August, September.
So you can't use months because they're all different.
So you
So I
do days.
gave you days.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I was
The correct answer for how many days are in a year is?
65.
No.
Oh, Oh, wow.
You know what?
Seriously?
I don't care.
Where'd you get the 0.25? Whoops.
There's half a days.
Somebody in the class, tell me why
Leap
there's
year.
0.25.
Here,
There
that's,
you go.
no, that doesn't count.
Yes.
That's bullcrap.
That is.
If it doesn't count, then you can't leap forward.
I don't like it.
I kind of that.
You have to change the calendar. You have to convince the whole world to do that.
I don't like it.
Well, then, I'm gonna start.
So, wait a second.
Years, what years are?
Why?
Because you want to cancel it out.
And cancel it out means that I already have years.
You have to put the equals. It's gotta be, I'm so retarded. I knew I was doing that.
That's what you need to do, so you have to do. Then you do
I already have
hours.
years in the top over here.
No, you should put hours, and then you should put days on the bottom, right?
Hang on a minute.
What?
You're right.
What's your mouth supposed to
I know
change?
how to do this.
Wait.
You know, you have to ask them. Okay, you should put hours up there, right?
Aurora, this is 2.
I made tracks though.
I did this all wrong.
We have years on the top, years on the bottom.
That's the one thing.
Because it's all multiply and divide, we can do it in any order. So we can rearrange and have years on top of years and make it into a funny looking one. And we never multiply or divide by 1. We just go around.
Okay, I should put hours on top.
Yeah.
So in order to shortcut that, we say the years on top and the years on the bottom cancel each other.
No.
Okay.
And then we move on.
And days are
I put
always
24.
Now, we went through this last time. I'm going to go through this again.
Go slow.
And you really, really need to pay attention and try.
Try.
Every time you start with the given information, and you have to make sure it has top and bottom. Time, sign, fraction, mark, cancel the label. This is the label. This is how we cancel it.
Yeah, I know.
If we get rid of this and we stop, what's our label? Do we want days?
No.
That's not what we're asked to find. Therefore, the next thing I do, hang on, it's not going to get hurt. The next thing we do
Correct.
is
What days and months?
we have a label that we don't want. Time, sign, fraction, mark, cancel the label.
It's still
Did
following
that.
you.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we did that.
Why don't you just take the thingy?
No, you do. 24 hours a day. Yeah.
Why don't you just
No, you don't have, there you go. You did just.
Yeah.
No, you're learning something in it.
This is science.
How to make the iPads. I'm not getting
What'd you get for the third one?
I got 504
What is that
and
one
76
from
zeros.
Those two old
Look
guys?
at it.
Yeah. How about yourself?
Guys,
If the label isn't what you want it to be, time, sign, fraction, mark, cancel the label. Stop, time out. The top and the bottom of a conversion factor, conversion, multiply, conversion factor. This is a conversion factor. The top and the bottom have to be exactly equal to each other. You can't put 1 month in 30 days, or 30 days in 1 month, because that's not exactly right. It has to be exactly right. There are certain things that are acceptable and certain things that are not. 3 feet is not the same as a meter. It might be in 1st grade. It's not in 11th grade. We need to get a greater, is that accuracy or precision?
Precision.
Bingo. We need greater precision out of juniors than we do out of 1st graders. 1st graders need to understand the basic idea. So my days here means the days there so that they can cancel and we can change the label. Here's the process. Here's what you need to be thinking so that you can do this with all kinds of different things instead of only days. Okay? I'm going to get rid of days. I'm going to turn it into something smaller or larger.
Smaller.
What do you know that's smaller than a day?
Hours.
Freud was a genius. And now we need to stop. And we need to remember that the metric system is just a bunch of BS. Which one of these is the big label, which is the small label?
Big,
Big label is
big.
on the top. That means we have to have a 1 on the top.
oh, shoot. The one I thought I got right.
That was my question, like,
I told
the
you.
numbers that you would
the bus.
We can't.
You just told me the big label's on the top.
No, we didn't. We said the bot. Oh my gosh, no, we didn't.
I said it was day, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I said it was day.
I asked you if it was the top or the bottom.
I said the bottom. Yeah.
You
Oh,
just
wow.
heard
24
no.
hours in a day, so there'd be one day to 24 hours.
I was gonna say.
Yes, but stop time out. I gave you this one first because this is easy because you already know all of these conversion factors.
Yeah.
You need to stop and think about what you're doing. The big label gets a small number, BS. 1. The small label gets a big number, BS. You may have to go find this on the internet. You may already know it. With these, you already know them. How many of these did you know? In this one, you should have known all of them. But it's been my experience that kids your age do not know them anymore. Kids my age knew them. We had to. We had worksheets and worksheets and worksheets until we had them memorized. You guys apparently did. These, how many of these did you know?
Nope. I was if
I actually knew those.
Did you? Good. So, what color does my days on the bottom have to be in order to keep things straight? And my next conversion factor in the bottom has to be, and on top has to be, and hours is the big one, so I'm going to give it a 1. And I need 60 minutes on top. And then I need to take, oh, I guess I probably can't do that, can I? Now I'm going to turn minutes into seconds.
Then go over push equals.
He's disappointed in some of us.
How many labels are not canceled out? Is that the label that we wanted to find?
Yes.
And over here I should,
Equals.
yes.
And then go over.
Do those.
Yep. Times 8. Shift 8.
Oh, you're timesing all these?
That's what I got.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not really.
So what I'm hearing from my class is somebody's going to get detention before you actually shut up. When I click in the formula bar, it actually turns the cells that is multiplying different colors. Did I get it right? Is that a pretty simple little check to see if you clicked in the wrong spot? You should probably do that.
I did it wrong.
And then it's a matter of a couple of clicks. But does this one even make sense? Yeah, they're all ones. And over here, it's the top one divided by the bottom one. And hit enter. This format can be customized. We can put it in scientific. We can go to custom. And there's all kinds of options. Or you can just leave it. You can hit the comma. And then since the answer is a whole number, you can get rid of the zeros. or you can leave 1 0 to show it's a whole number. I'm not really going to be super particular about that kind of thing. But if you are 16 years old, you are 505,000 seconds old.
But that's not accurate because I'm older than they are 16.
And I also rounded up. Okay, so the next one. Did you get a capital L for later? You should have. I gave you the conversion factors. What do you have to turn your liters in?
Is there 1,000 milliliters in a liter? I didn't know.
You're so loud. Holy
I didn't know.
Milliliters and liters, which one's bigger? If liters is bigger, give it a 1 and figure out what milli means. Milli means?
Million.
Milli means?
Million. 1,000.
1,000. Milli means 1,000 all day long.
That's good.
So,
How does it go to the
you looked in your model? You read the directions? I don't know what the directions were.
You have to get on that photo.
Oh, yeah. You were supposed to build an infographic? Yeah. 1 PowerPoint slide. It has to be the size that I gave you. In the note underneath, it's, yeah, but there's like sixteenths and quarters and stuff. Because I didn't know that. It has to have all of the stuff from Simple Machines, so that you have like a giant cheat sheet for everything you need to know about Simple Machines, about the formulas, about, and that's, when you go reread the instructions now, it'll all make sense now, right? Yeah. Okay. Milliliters, probably gonna cancel out. What are we gonna change milliliters into?
Don't change it into fluid ounces.
I'm gonna get up in that messed up already.
There's 16 fluid ounces in a pound, right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's.
There's 29, there's 1 fluid ounce and 29.574 milliliters.
These things need to be,
Sound like a redneck right there.
these things need to be
Crooked.
very, very carefully done.
That looks good right there. Then
Awesome.
32 fluid ounces and 1 quart.
How many of you did the equals and click on the previous label thing?
Smarticles.
You
Look
do
at
all
that, look at that. It's all there, it's all there. The milliliters?
Is a quart bigger than a fluid ounce?
Or that quart? I have it up here.
Did you know there's 32 ounces in a quart?
Yeah, I did, told you right there.
Did you know before that?
Nope.
What's up with that?
That's why you use the information you gave me.
We're gonna turn quarts into gallons.
Yeah.
Gallon is bigger.
4 quarts or 1 gallon. What's it?
That's how we do that, okay. Then we click inside the cell, and we copy that formula. We can come down here
Or you can just go
and
and
paste that formula.
like, you know.
Nope, that didn't work. Or we can just write it again. $37.85. Remember, you click in the formula bar. It'll show you what you did.
Oh, no, really.
Are you serious? Hey, I don't know, bro. Wait, he's got another one, because he's very handy with that.
Oh, I used to. Now I will say it.
You can grab it for the money.
Oh, I took it out and plugged it into my
How
house.
much is it? What were you thinking?
Nope. Out. That's all I got. Who can catch?
Not me.
She got it. Obviously, we're coming up with
On the top one?
504-1990.
Aurora. That should be a formula. Write a formula for multiplex.
I have a question. Times the 2,000.
Nobody now.
Times 375. Times that?
No.
It's always the top divided by the bottom.
Yeah, you times that right there.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently, I don't need it no more.
Okay.
They did.
Yeah, I did. Is it better if it's .528?
Yep.
Alrighty then.
Oh my god, I got the same thing.
Would it be better if these were bigger?
They got 0.528.
Wait, hold up, what did I do wrong?
Did you get it? You actually have something right.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Would you believe it? I wouldn't.
So you can now do the bottom one without help?
No.
I already did the bottom one.
No.
You should do the bottom one because I got confused on it. 'Cause
What if I
thought-
gave you,
Another box.
what if I gave you 5 minutes in the internet? Could you do the bottom one?
I remember. Please, no.
All I need to know is there's 100 centimeters in a meter.
No.
No more talking.
Really?
You have 5 minutes and the internet.
That wasn't even a class discussion about that. What happened to class discussion?
Let's go. The bottom one, mine you're up. Use the internet.
I could read this one. I converted it.
Uh-oh.
What's up to mine?
I'm just gonna leave it because I don't.
Use the internet. Solve the problem, figure it out. That's where the actual learning happens, is when you actually try stuff. There's not a whole lot of learning and giving up.
Welcome back to Miles.
What are we copying?
The second one.
3. I
What's up with your eyeballs and not when
So
you're...
we can go on the internet now.
Well, you gotta get over that, yeah. See?
We can go on the internet now.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can have the internet.
Good.
You may not find an answer, because when factor label problems are corrected, it's 1 point for every step.
I don't
So
understand.
even if you get the answer right, you're gonna fail.
How are you
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
fail?
thanks.
You don't have to work,
Yes.
you don't have all the
It's
steps,
all good.
because the work is usually
It's all
lower
good.
than the answer is.
I mean, we good.
Okay.
This is, I don't think this is
How
wrong.
many feet were in?
Is there seriously that many meters in a mile?
Oh my god, that's pretty close.
Who's up the track?
Me.
And possibly.
What do you call the mile relay?
1600.
1600 meter relay.
Oh,
So write down the given information.
I already did.
No, you didn't. You wrote down a conversion factor between miles and meters. And you didn't use the label I gave you. You didn't use the conversion factor I gave you. You didn't use inches or centimeters, and you have to. If you don't use inches or centimeters, you fail.
I really think there should be another block.
Get a chance to block.
I really.
I'll see what they got, it's not going from that to centimeters, centimeters.
And then I do the centimeters by myself, there should be another block.
Obviously, this one should be.
Yeah. That's what I see. Yeah. Cause I'm trying to go outside and go this.
It still didn't work.
I hate me.
What comes up
I
there?
was right.
I'm kidding. It's a joke.
No, you didn't. There is a fly in the ointment. This one right here should be a tight side.
Way to go.
You messed it up.
I got it. I got it.
I don't think this
Hey,
is
don't
right,
tell me.
but, you know, it's chill.
You know it.
Well, I got one whole box in.
I go upstairs.
Yep, hungry.
Ah,
Hey, I know this.
we're coming up there.
Cool. Now, remember the questions that I asked when I walked to the board? Are you making miles bigger or smaller? When you know the smaller little master, it'll get you where you want to go.
What? Start with a one.
Zero.